Okay, let's make sure everything is working here. Alright, let's see. Here's the music. Okay, good. Music's not too loud, so you can probably hear me okay. I might be a bit too loud, so you might be able to hear me too much. Let's go with this here. Alright. So, for those of you who are wondering, Rogers Base is having a bit of an art contest right now with who can design, who can make like a design for Im-sama in One Piece. And I figured, might as well toss my hat into that little ring there, and see what I can come up with. As you can kind of see, for those of you who know your American history, I'm kind of going with an FDR sort of design, as he's a world leader, which fits the Gorosei already, and also, you know, he's you know, in terms of Japanese history, he's kind of an infamous guy. As much as I like him, he's not exactly, he didn't really do exactly many good things for the Japanese community. I mean, you know, it was a war and whatnot and all that, and sure, Truman was the one who kind of, you know, pulled the trigger on the big one, but I figured FDR's more iconic, and especially in like political cartoon form, which you can see on the right here. Yeah. I'm trying to see if Jack is willing to hop on. He might be able to, but we shall see. But yeah. Right now I'm kind of just doing my thing on here. Yeah, we'll go from there. Alright. So I've been kind of in a... I have this design already, right? It's not too bad, but I need to refine it somehow to sort of make it work with the cloak and the crown that we see Im wearing when we do see him. I am curious to see how they pronounce his name in the dub, if they haven't already. Hold on, let me see if I can... Let me just look it up, since I'm on here. Sorry I'm not showing you my other screen, but I'd have to switch around my whole thing there, and it's not worth it. What episode does he appear in? 906. Okay, that's not it. Alright, I'm gonna turn down my desktop volume so I can listen to this, because it may not be, let's just say I'm not watching this on Crunchyroll here. God, they were still using superpowers during the Reverie? Emu, okay. Alright, that's fine. I'm willing to accept that. It's certainly, I mean, you know, it's about on par with Wamu, which, Yeah, we've for any of you who've watched the Battle Tendency dub, which is the superior way to watch it, by the way. Know that it's very interesting that they go with Wamu. I mean, then again, calling some dude Wham is kind of weird. So, you know, pick your poison on that one. Now, the only thing I like this design quite a bit, but the only thing is I'm having trouble incorporating his eyes into a meaningful sort of way here. Because if you know anything about Emu, you know that the whole design is the eyes, right? It's this. That's the whole thing right there. Now I'm at like, yeah, I don't know. It's the whole mystery behind it, right? The eyes is like, oh, why are the eyes so distinct and whatever, and shit like that. But I do really like this design, and I kind of don't want to just like throw it away. I had another idea for like kind of like a boy king, you know, or like he was like given the eternal youth surgery at a young age, and now he's just like, ugh. He's just like a spoiled kid now. Now, I'm like almost positive that Eam isn't going to actually be to look like this, because Oda has a way of shaking everyone's expectations. But still, I think it's it's a design that's at least worthy of like being noticed, at least for a competition and whatnot. He's a very mysterious character, this Eam. But at least Oda has introduced him before he's shown any relevance to the plot. Or, well, that's not entirely fair to say. Oda's not pulling a Kaguya situation here, is what I'm saying. I guess I'm trying to just dig at Naruto a little bit. But, yeah. Oda strikes a very interesting balance between total like subversion of the audience's expectations, and also like being like able to just foreshadow things like years and years ahead of time. I wonder what like the landscape would have of being a One Piece fan would have been like if Oda started like writing this now. People will certainly be less patient with him, that's for sure. Given how people are with other series like that. I had a thought about Eam that like, or Emu, I suppose I should call him now. That he kind of gives off like almost spoiled brat energy in some of his like in some of the like scenes we see him in. Like that one bit where like where like we see like him with Luffy and Blackbeard's wanted posters, right? And they're like all torn up and shredded and shit like that. That definitely like reads to me like someone who's like having a temper tantrum about like these guys are fucking up all my shit. Fuck them and their stupid pictures. I don't know. Maybe I'm overanalyzing that a bit, but it seems a tad strange that like if there's this like omnipotent sort of like god being who's like blowing up excuse me islands and shit is like tearing up like wanted posters and shit for seemingly no reason. I definitely think there's going to be some kind of bait and switch with him. Oda is too, I wouldn't say obsessed with, but he's cultivated a sort of expectation with how One Piece sort of plays out, and yeah. Expecting this guy to be like some super serious, fucking I am the god of this world sort of thing is, I wouldn't say it's like kind of like stupid to think that, but I think just going by like his track record or whatever, it's probably safe to assume that that this dude is like not just some random god being or whatever. One, two, three, four, five. Nope. There we go. Does not look like Jack's going to hop on board anytime soon, which is unfortunate, but what can you do? How should we address this guy? Excuse me. How should I address this guy? Because he definitely comes off as like, wearing like the cloak and everything like that, but also, I don't know. It is very, very odd. Like just what's like everything that's behind this guy. Because, like, here, what am I supposed to do with this, right? Right? Like, God, this is terrifying. I hate this. Kill me. You know, like what? Not really a whole lot to work with. If you look at it, but we shall see. Also, for transparency's sake, I did have a bit of a Napoleon idea going on for a little bit, but I don't know. It didn't really fit. I think, especially like looking at what like the Five Elders designs are like and whom they're based off of. Oh no. Ignore that. I'm using guys' videos that he has music that I like in them. Okay. Museguard. I'm looking at other like celestial dragons to kind of see like I don't know, kind of get a better idea of like what these guys are all about. So the Gorosei mostly wear suits, which would fit with what FDR normally wears. Yeah, FDR is a big suit guy. I mean, he was the president. He kind of had to be. Man, being the president must suck ass, dude. Having to, like, wear a suit all the time? Oh, jeez. I understand that that the president is not the only job in which we have to wear a suit, but, you know. It definitely seems annoying, that's for sure. Everything just seems so, like, unpleasant. Because you're so important, but also, like, you're not really, like, able to do whatever you want to do. I don't know. I always get the impression that the presidents aren't, like... Because, like, you're serving the people, right? You don't really have the luxury of other leaders in that you're able to just, like, fuck around and do whatever you want. Like, fucking... I don't think Vladimir Putin or, like, a random Shah in, like, the Middle East really gives a shit what, like, their people think that, like, they do. But for some fucking reason... Wait a minute, hold on. Why am I should Oda this bitch up a bit. why not, right? I don't really like how it looks. And I should have just stuck with the previous collar that I made. I do like the Oda boa that he puts on characters all the time, but it doesn't really fit this design I'm working with here. First, let me. Boy, this is rough. I can see why people get paid to do this job now, that's for sure. Pardon my choppy sort of sketching style here, but this is how I mostly express ideas for stuff that I don't know what it's going to look like. Oh gosh. God damn it. Why am I so shit at this? Yeah. From what I can recall of the conversation me and Jack had earlier yesterday, Jack kind of wants to take things in a more literal direction with his design. Yeah. Kind of interpreting what he can from the silhouette and making it like that. Which, I mean, kudos to him for going with that route. I think it'll definitely be a bit more I don't know, actually. I can't really say. Because I've never been a part of a Rogers Base art contest before. Fuck. I got a blister on my my tongue. It's been bothering me all day. But, so I don't know exactly what Roger looks for in terms of designs. Whether it's like he looks for like a better idea, or if he looks for just like better execution, or what. It's hard to say. I am going to first of all make this design, have better line quality and stuff like that. I'm going to make this bigger. And then I'm going to have to retrace it because now all the lines are blurry, so that's on me. I am curious to see how the other entries in the contest, because I saw some of them already. Yeah, I saw a few that were in the quote, in the replies of the contest tweet that Roger put out. And, I don't like to be mean about people's artwork, because that's, not productive at all, but it wasn't exactly what I would call, like, contest-winning stuff, if you know what I mean. And I'm sure anyone could say the same about my entry. Because, I don't know. I've liked the stuff that I've been making recently, but I'm still not entirely, like, what I would call confident that my stuff is at a professional level yet. It's that eternal struggle of never really knowing when something's good enough. And it behooves me to try and figure out what is good enough to be considered professional. And now this is where the ruler goes away, and the cowlick goes on. How does it look? Show ruler again. I have to do this because for some reason the ruler does not like the eraser, but will work with a transparent pen. I could not tell you why this is the case. I don't know how to feel about this. I'm conflicted. I do not know if this is what I really should be going for. No, I'm not gonna do this. I don't like this. I'm just going to trace over this one. It just works better for me, I think. Man, that new My Hero season is something, isn't it? I mean, I always knew it was gonna be. Because I read the manga, and I'm so much better than everyone else is, because I'm a manga reader. Nah, I'm just kidding. Still, it is going to be interesting how they do a bunch of the stuff that's going to happen later. Man, some things get so crazy, you have no idea, anime only watchers. My buddy Steven is, he's an anime only watcher, and he's very behind. I'm trying to get him caught up, but he's very lazy and doesn't want to do things. And you might ask yourself, well, how is just watching an anime like something that a person wouldn't want to just like sit down and do? They don't even have to do anything. Yeah, I know. But yeah. And it's not even that he has like less free time than I do. We work the same job. Just different shifts, unfortunately. Which makes things very difficult to wherever we want to hang out. But that's, well, it's not really that important. Ugh. Okay. Frankie is starting to come together a little bit. Okay. I'm liking where this is going. Alright. Maybe I use a fucking pose reference or something. I don't know. Okay. What if we have him doing kind of like a, like a Crollo sort of, like conducting the madness sort of pose. I think that'd be fun. And for any Clip Studio Paint experts, make fun of me for doing this in a very stilted way. Fuck you. Maybe he's walking with some kind of cane or something like that. What would be appropriate? Ugh. power for this guy to have. So we know that something that Eam did, perhaps, destroyed the Lucia kingdom, right? They have some kind of ability or weapon that they used to blow up an island. I don't see him being a very active participant in things. He comes across as very distant, maybe? I don't know. I genuinely don't know what to have for its power. Maybe this isn't the right way to go. So, what we kind of want to have here is perhaps he's leaning on some kind of cane, maybe? That kind of sticks with the whole FDR thing, at least. Alright. Now, here's a question. Will an American history thing like having FDR be like the guy, will that be enough to impress three fucking like anime YouTubers, you know? I guess that's the question, isn't it? Tekking seems like the kind of guy who'd appreciate something like this. However, I don't really get the same kind of vibe from like Roger's base. If that sounds kind of mean, but I don't know. Roger's base never really seemed like the kind of guy who's like he's really that interested in no, I'm just gonna stop right where I'm before I kind of draw myself into a hole here. But shit, where was I going with this? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, there's the option of like going tradish, you know, with kind of what FDR is known for, that sort of pea coat and suit sort of outfit. There's also, we could go something a bit more royal in his garb. Kind of have like a robe sort of situation going on here. Give him the crown and whatnot. And there are actually a few political cartoons with FDR in a crown, because people thought he was exacting too much power over the country while he was president. Debatable, I would say, but I don't know. I think traditional is kind of the way to go here. So if I'm sort of to stick with the design, maybe I add like a cape. I forego the puffy jacket and kind of make it like a puffy cape over a suit. Okay, I think I'll do that. Look at some of his suits again. Classic stuff, FDR. He also smoked out of those funny cigarette holders that you see in like movies and stuff. And though I highly doubt that Ian actually smokes, I gotta stick to the design as much as I can. Suits are pretty standard as far as suits go. Not overly whatever. Oh God, Harry Truman, son of a bitch. I have a great distaste for Harry Truman. I can't fully explain it, but I just I don't know. He always just comes off as a son of a bitch to me. I'm not even particularly like, oh, he dropped the fucking, he dropped the nukes on Japan or whatever. So he's a son of a bitch for that. Nah, I'm in the camp that believes that if we didn't drop those nukes, then we would have fucking basically just wiped out all the Japanese people ever. I mean, also, like, I'm a little bit biased because my life could have been directly affected by that. Because my grandfather was stationed in the Pacific, and had they gone through the full-scale invasion, he would have most likely had to go in there. And judging by how previous ground invasions of Japan were going, it would not have gone very well. So, yeah. And then you might say to yourself, oh, it doesn't look like Eam has a fluffy cape on when he's, whatever. And I say to you, I don't really care, because this makes the design look a bit more, whatever. I don't know. I think I need to sleep on it. I'm not really feeling this right now. Since there's no one else here, I think I'm just gonna